Hey dolls, happy to have you here. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I'm Kisa, your favorite tarot reader. And today we are going to go over the overall energy surrounding the sign of Taurus. Before we get started, I just want you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this content. Thank you again for being here to watch. And if you are interested in daily insights, please follow me on the socials. We're on Facebook and Instagram at fortuneexplode.com. Also, if you need one, private readings are always available 7 days a week. My website is fortuneexplode.com and the details are in the description box. All right. So before we get started, let's go ahead and ground ourselves. Today's reading is for June. June astrologically is going to be a great month, but I know the world is crazy and things are going upside down. So if you're having a difficult time right now, I'm sending you love, prosperity, and peace. Go ahead and take a couple nice, deep, energetic breaths. And then we're going to proceed. Okay, so in today's reading, we're going to go over the general energy as well as your finances, love, and any warnings that Spirit may want you to be aware of. Okay. All right, so first thing, Taurus, the energy that you're in right now is stability. Y'all know I'm about to say, this is an interesting card. No, I love 44. That was my number when I played basketball in high school. And I just love fours. So just starting off with that as your angel number for me is a good vibe. But most importantly, I think Taurus, you guys are one of the most stable signs, especially being earth energy in the zodiac. You guys like luxury, you guys not like peace, you like comfortability. But I think why this is coming up in your current energy is this just wants to serve as a reminder of who you are. I feel like a lot of you have been disconnected from the foundations that you've set up for yourself. And I think it's just like, I feel like you're working so hard to like hit goals and take care of other people, and you forgot that you work for yourself as well. I just feel like you got to overcome, some of you have overcome a lot of obstacles, but you're not taking you're not taking time to look at like how far you've come. You're just focused on what you might not have right now. So celebrate. Like you got here because of what you did. You know, nobody else did that but you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I also think that sometimes you have to be reminded of who you are so that you can revel in that. Like you work so hard. It's like you work so hard and you're forgetting you're a hard worker, if that makes sense. But stability is just calling in the energy for you to like just focus on the things that make you feel secure in yourself. If you are having relationship issues, this might be speaking to the fact that like maybe if you're in a relationship and you're having issues, this is probably a reminder that, you know, those triggers are there for a reason. So talk about them with your partner. If you're dating and you're being triggered, you know, remember to only allow with people who make you feel good about yourself, right? This is overall what the stability is calling in for me. I just feel like you forgot who the fuck you was. And I just want to be here to serve as a reminder that you are that girl or that guy, or, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, you got to tap back into that for you. All right. Now, just further expanding on that energy, see, we got the Star in reverse and Ace of Cups. And I said, see, when I saw that Star in reverse, because this is speaking about being pessimistic. Like your current energy right now is you don't feel very you don't feel very hopeful. I think you do have hope, and you do think things are going to work themselves out. But I feel like you're also delusional in the parts that will be working out. Like, it's kind of like you want something that don't even work for you, but it's just like you've been focused your mind on wanting it, so it gotta happen. Also, too, I feel like if this is relationship based, and I'm saying that because that's what I'm picking up, I feel like this person is at this stage in the game, and they ain't gonna change. No matter how much you pour into them, what you do for them, that's who they are. Ain't nothing gonna change. Like, that's what it is. And Ace of Cups supports that. I see a lot of you are feeling really spiritually disconnected. And that kind of would make sense, especially when I was speaking about your stability. So those of you, however you serve God, however you're comfortable in serving God, I highly suggest tapping back into that energy, going back into that space. If it's church, if it's worship, if it's just, you fellowship with people and sit in your community. This is definitely speaking to that. I gotta get back into that. And I also want you to take space for the fact that you feel drained right now. It seems to me that you work really hard to get someplace, and then you thought that what you were going to receive would be the gift and a reward, but actually it's not. Actually, there's other things that are coming up, and you just feel worse about them. And that's okay. We all become there. I feel like because you're so drained from this situation, it's difficult for you to think about the next step forward, the next thing that you would like to create or do. And again, that's okay. That makes sense. But for some of you, I just want you to take the time to reset so that you can go ahead and launch forward. Overall, this energy is just speaking to not believing in something anymore. Either you're not believing in yourself anymore, not believing in a cause anymore. You out of it. And the best way to get out of this energy right now is, again, kind of remember the whole stability situation and remembering how you got where you are right now. But most importantly for you guys, I think a lot of this has to do with taking a break, admitting defeat, being okay with not being okay. Telling people that you're drained, because you kind of snapping at folks, or you being drained, or like you withdrawn. If you're not snapping at people, you withdrawn, right? And people don't really know. I say all the time, if you don't let folks know, if you don't communicate, people can't accommodate. And I'm really picking up on heavy that you need to communicate what you're going through, even though I know it's hard for you to come up with those words, but that's the only way that you'll be able to be accommodated and some space will be made for what's going on with you. I do think that this won't be the whole summer. I think this is the way you might start the summer off, which is even more kind of like depressing a little bit. But I also think that's okay too, because we all get depressed. I need people to stop acting like depression is not a part of being in an adult. There's a lot of things that don't work out the way we want them to work out despite our best effort. And of course that will make you depressed. But I do want to encourage you to just take a break and recalibrate and remember the things that are working in your life so that you can find inspiration there, okay? Now, regarding your money situation, we have the Sun in reverse, and then we have the Hangman in reverse. This kind of plays into, I think, the general larger thing of situations. Some of you may have lost a job recently. Some of you might have taken a demotion where you are working, but you're making less than what you used to make. Some of you are just not feeling as confident in your abilities as you have in the past, and it's really starting to show in other spaces. I feel you are doing your best to push forward and be positive, but like I was saying earlier, you're depressed. Like, Sun in reverse is literally the depression card. That's for some of you. For others of you, you just feel very unclear as to what you need to be doing in your career, or like how to make money. And that makes sense as well, because I feel like some of you are really bored. Like, I feel like you have like reached a plateau and you want to step forward and go. It's like you want a promotion, but it's like, do you really want to be managing the people? Or like you want to work for another company, but it's like, do I really want to go through the process of interviewing and doing this, and that? Or you want to launch a new product. And you're like, do I really want to? I just feel like you've been really disappointed, y'all. And it's hard for y'all to see the forest for the trees. I feel like you guys feel very stagnant, very just unable to see another point of view. And I get it. I understand why that is. But also at the same time, I think, like I said earlier, once you get a chance to rest, sit down, recalibrate, you will be able to answer a lot of these questions. Also, I feel like this is a good space to be in financially, not all of the things, right? But the thing I feel like is good is like, now you're at a place like, okay, you admitting you depressed. You admitting this is too much. You admitting this is not enough. And for you, Taurus, I feel like you just keep going until you burn out and you snap on everybody. But this is telling you, no, step back, reassess, review. Also, with the King of Pentacles here, this is, so, okay. I pulled this card and it wants to, I'm going to do it sideways. It wants to come in reverse, but also I feel like there's upright energy here. I'm saying with this, what I pick up is a delay is not a denial. You might not have what you want right now today, but I do feel and see that it's coming in. I just feel like you at a point right now, there's a pinnacle for a breakdown so you can have a breakthrough. I also feel like you're very money driven. Of course, you're an earth sign, so that's how y'all be getting down. But now you're seeing like, is the money worth it for some of you? For others of you, I feel like you are this provider. You are always seen as like strong and having it together. And that's what's making it difficult for you to take a rest, take some time, break down. But please give yourself this opportunity because that is what's going to get you through. This is showing like major finances are like around the corner. But again, you need to just kind of step back so you can step up. I hope that makes sense for you. Now, in regards to your love situation, y'all in these reversals, we have the King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. I wish y'all would talk back to me and just tell me what you think about that. But when I see this, this is letting me know that you are being slick with the tongue. Why are you cussing folks out? I mean, we know why you cussing folks out. You depressed. You worried about your money. You know, things of that nature. I totally get that. I also feel like that if you're dating, there's two options. Neither one is better than the other. So it's making it difficult for you to decide what the next step should be. So that's kind of a personal situation that you have to assess. I think with this with love, you have to kind of figure out, okay, what is going to really make me happy? I think that you're looking at things as far as like what the person can give you, what they have, X, Y, and Z. And yes, I think that I always want to say, you know, I think that's an important part of everything. But also I think the most important part is that you're happy. And this is not giving like you're happy. The King of Swords being in reverse just speaks to a lot of negative self-talk. And also I just feel like there might be this relationship in general could be toxic, or your dating life in general is toxic. A lot of it has to do with the way that you approach dating. I think a lot of that comes from the past for some of you, but also I think some of you are just so stubborn. And if it hasn't happened to you, you just believe that it's not possible, or if it hasn't happened to someone around you. But you know, we all come from these specific environments, and sometimes these environments create scenarios for us that don't necessarily align with our needs. And what I mean by that is like your sister cousin can do something or date some person, but that's not the type of person you need to be dating. I also think in dating right now, you've been getting a lot of like harsh scenarios. Like, I think it's just been difficult for you. I think that you've also been, for some of you, been hard on people by the way you communicate and things like that. Like, you like them, but you're protecting yourself, so you're moving in a certain way. Which, I mean, I'm not going to say don't. I'm not going to say I'm a lover girl, but I just feel like you're going to get more flies with honey than vinegar. Also, too, I feel like you guys have been through a season of just disruption. Like, somebody betrayed you, or I'm always picking up a betrayal. Somebody betrayed you, or they weren't who they said they were. So now it's just making it difficult for everybody. Some of you, when it comes to dating, you are really overwhelmed. Like, you can't think about things because you're too busy juggling your finances and other situations. I feel like some of you are juggling two situations. Again, for some of you, I feel like neither one is like the one, but for others of you, I feel like both of them have good qualities, and it's giving you like a headache keeping up with that. I also feel like some of you might be partnered and you're considering being single or dating somebody, or like you're considering stepping out of your relationship, and that is causing you stress. But overall, when it comes to this, like your love situation, I just think generally that you need to give yourself more grace. No matter if you want to juggle, if you want to be with one person, give yourself more grace. And most importantly, you have to figure out what works for you. A lot of the stress that you have and that you're under is because you're looking at things from somebody else's standpoint opposed to thinking about what works for you. And that will cause anybody stress. Focus on yourself. This goes back to what I was saying about the stability. You do so much for other people. Sometimes that you forget that you're an individual, that you have purpose, that you deserve love, respect, and have your own goals. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing wrong with stepping out for you, especially in a love situation. Like, how are you dating somebody just because they good around your family? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, children are important. So we're not talking about like if it's a kid situation, but it's like you just, a lot of this comes from you doing things from a reason that doesn't, for some of you, it doesn't serve you. So, yeah. All right. And then your just overall warnings. We got the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. I hate that your warnings are the happiest cards that y'all got. This is crazy. So, and again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself in this reading, which is a testament to me, I would say, because it's like I'm clocking it quick. 6 of Wands, especially if we're talking about warning, is like the success is not enough for you. Accomplishing a thing is not enough for you because, again, a lot of these goals that you set aren't for you, they're for other people. So a lot of you have to be recognizing that. I also am picking up that you're getting recognition and you're getting this respect, but also too that is not fulfilling you and it's actually making things worse for you. I feel like some of you are like, well, people see me this way, but I'm not happy, and that's depressing you. You really have to do things and live for you. And with the 3 of Cups, that fully supports that because it's like, here's the win, here are the people celebrating it. But even her riding on his bike, she's just going through the motions. This Wands' action. She's just going forward through. She's not jumping up and excited and happy and all of that. So just in general, I'll just say, I want to warn you about only accomplishing things because they benefit other people. Only accomplishing things to be a part of communities. Only doing things because of how it serves externally. You really need in this season to take care of you, focus on you, and do things for you. And you can also show up for other people. Like, I'll just say there's times in life where you can show up for folks, be there, support them, and then when it's over, it's over. And it's not about doing a bare minimum, it's just doing enough. And, being okay with that, because I think that you're such a grand, loving, open person thing. It's like, oh, well, I got to do X, Y, and Z. And it's not about doing all of that. It's about showing up. It's about being present. And it's about working in alliance and unity, but also not burning yourself out for that. Okay? Again, this whole energy of this card is about stability. And it's speaking a lot about how you, it's speaking a lot about how you are secured based on what you're offering other people. Bonds is coming up to say, even if you step away, the people that are for you will stay with you. The people who love you will show up, right? I think a lot of what's going on is you're afraid to lose people. You're afraid to lose alignment, but you're losing alignment with yourself. And I hope in the month of June, you serve you, right? And make space for other people as you can. Take care, Taurus. I'll see you in the next video.